12th edition of the Bangladesh Premier League begins today. From the hills and heart of the northeast, cricket comes alive in Sylhet. Home side Sylhet Titans step out to defend their fortress. And across from them, Rajshahi warriors arrive ready to challenge. Now we find out who leads the way. Hello and welcome to this new edition, 12th edition of the Bangladesh Premier League. So much excitement around here, and we're here for the first game here at Sylhet. It's Sylhet Titans and they are taking on Rajshahi Warriors. Well, it's great to be here in Sylhet. So much to look forward to. It's the 12th edition of the Bangladesh Premier League, and the crowd here is definitely building up nicely. I'm sure the excitement is at an all-time high as well. So much to look forward to in this particular league. When we talk about leagues, it's all about unearthing that new talent. So we'll talk about that. We'll build up towards the toss as well. I've got some legends of the game next to me. Aathar Ali Khan and Waqar Younis join me here at the BPL T20. Aathar, new edition of the BPL, so much to look forward to. I mean, what is the one thing that you are anticipating the most?
Bangladesh will be hoping that they can unearth some young talent, because the World Cup, T20 World Cup is right around the corner. And if the youngsters, if they put their hands up and perform something special, then they'll get noticed by the selectors, because they'll be keeping a very close eye on each and every player. I'm super excited. I'm sure every member of each team is super excited to go out there and showcase their talent, because this is a great opportunity for them to go and perform to the best of their ability.
Absolutely. The T20 World Cup is just around the corner, Waqar, and these leagues, they serve as a great reminder that you can practice and sort of get your form going. I mean, how do you look at this BPL for the Bangladesh players in terms of preparation for that World Cup?
Look, Zainab, first of all, I'm so glad and happy to be back here at Sylhet. Last time I was here back in 2019 as a coach, and I'm sitting on with you guys now. So this place is amazing. I mean, first must appreciate that. And of course, as Aathar said, this is an opportunity for players to get in form. Some of them who are either selected or right there to be selected, and the others are like waiting in the wings for their opportunity. So I think this edition especially is going to do wonders, because it's around the corner from the World Cup.
Just in terms of how the BPL has been in terms of run rates and what we've seen, has there been a shift in the conditions that we've seen in Bangladesh over the years?
Yes, you're spot on. There has been a big shift in terms of especially the pitch, the surface in the middle. In Sylhet, it's been excellent. If you just talk about last year, the teams scoring more than 200 or more, 5 times they scored it at this venue, which just shows, I mean, in a T20 match, if a team scores 200 or more, which also says that this is a great pitch to bat on. But at the same time, having said that, it has turned out to be a sporting wicket. There's a little bit of a bounce, so there's a little bit of something for everyone, not just for the batters, but also for the bowlers. Seamers, Taskin Ahmed came out with flying colors, and he's a great bowler for Bangladesh. 25 wickets, the leading wicket taker last year. And the spinners have also played a big part. But if you look at the surface itself, especially not just in Sylhet, also in Chattogram and Dhaka, very good for batting, really good for batting.
You saw a bit of Taskin Ahmed at the ILT20 as well. He's been in great form.
Yeah, he's been bowling really well. I've always been impressed by youngster. When I was in Sylhet, he was with me actually, and saw a talent in him, and now he's cashing in because he's got experience, and he's got all the ingredients to become a very good, not only T20 but one day and Test match bowler. He's got great outswinger, going tall, gets that extra kick off the surface also. And yeah, it's good to see him there also. I was just there at the ILT20, and he was getting wickets there also. So it's a good sign for Bangladesh and for this league also.
Anyone in particular, a few key players that you have your eyes on, who you think are going to do well this season?
Well, the two batters who have actually put their hands up, two left-handers, the opening batters. One is Tanzid Hassan, who's already playing for Bangladesh, and the other is Parvez Hussain Imon. And these are the two batters which I feel, if they get going, they can score runs very, very quickly, and they can give them a really good run for their money once they get set, because there is a really good prospect for Bangladesh. They have played for Bangladesh, but if they get going, then watch out for the 4s and 6s.
All right, we're talking about building up here nicely at the BPL T20. So much to look forward to in this particular league. But for now, we are ready with the national anthems, and then we'll go through the game as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I kindly request everyone present in the stadium to please rise and stand in attention as we pay tribute to the national anthem of Bangladesh. We now invite you to please listen attentively to a recitation from the Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة هو الرحمن الرحيم هو الله الذي سبحان الله عما يشركون هو الله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم صدق الله العظيم.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we humbly request everyone present here in the stadium to please rise and observe a 1 minute of silence in solemn tribute to the young martyr, Shorif Usman Hadi, honoring his memory, sacrifice, and the values he stood for. The 1 minute silence begins now. May his soul rest in peace. Thank you everyone for paying your respects. Now, it is my honor to invite the Honorable President of the Bangladesh Cricket Board and the former captain of the Bangladesh national cricket team, Mr. Amirul Islam, and the Honorable Secretary of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, Government of People's Republic of Bangladesh, Mr. Mohammad Mahbubul Alam, to kindly proceed for the inaugural declaration of the 12th edition of the Bangladesh Premier League BPL T20 2026. May I request a warm round of applause as we're going to kickstart BPL T20 2026.
Let's start. Let's begin. I start again. Assalamu alaikum. 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗂𝗃, cricket fans from Bangladesh and beyond. Let's begin 12th edition of BPL Bangladesh Premier League. Celebrate, enjoy, and play the best cricket. Let's begin.
What a great way to kickstart things here in Bangladesh, Sylhet. Things have started off with some fireworks and balloons, and the atmosphere is absolutely electric. It's just day one of the BPL T20, and we're looking forward to the first game. Remember, it's Sylhet Titans. They are taking on Rajshahi Warriors, and all of that excitement and build-up is going to happen on the other side along with the toss. So don't go anywhere. Keep watching the BPL T20. round the corner. What is the favorable decision? If a captain wins the toss, is it better to field first? Is it better to bat first? Traditionally, what has been the case?
Well, traditionally in the past, teams winning the toss opts to chase first because they would like to see how the pitch has behaved. And when they have a target in front of them, then they're going to chase. Out of the 12 matches last year at this venue, 7 times team chased and won. But if the opposition gets a good start in and a big total, that can be a problem.
All right, Waqar, your thoughts as well. Winning the toss, captain's hat, field first or batting first?
Look, I'm not sure about the afternoon game, but in the evening, it's must that you win the toss and bowl first because you see a lot of dew also, and the ball doesn't do much. For the spinners, it's a hard work. So I feel it doesn't really matter what you do in this in the afternoon game because it's gonna be still quite the way you want to have that pitch. But later on, it changes a little bit. So I think the captains, normally that's what they do. They win the toss, they bowl first, they want to see the target in their face. And I think it's the right way to go because the numbers also tells you the same.
All right, then win the toss and field first is what the experts are saying here. Let's find out what actually happens at the toss.
Yes.
Ramiz Raja is out there with the 2 captains.
There's a lot of buzz in the ground as we start the affair here for this 12th edition of BPL. We've got the 2 captains here. The match referee for today's game is here as well, Naimur Rashid Rahul. We've got the Sylhet captain who has got the coin. He will toss and the Rajshahi skipper will call. Najmul to call.
Head.
Head is the call and it's come down. It's come down as head. What have you decided to do and why?
I like to bowl first. Looks pretty fresh wicket. I think there will be a little moisture on that. So I think bowler will get some advantage.
But this, from all account, happens to be a decently high-scoring ground and a pitch.
Yeah, obviously, we always have a good high-score match. So, but again, if we have quality bowling option, we can defend easily.
How do you see the opposition today? I mean, they are a firepower, and especially playing at home.
Yeah, obviously, they are quite good side. But if you look at our combination, was good. We are pretty confident, but we have to play some good cricket here.
And what is your combination, the overseas players? Who have you fielded today?
We have got 4 overseas. Nawaz is there, Sandeep Lamic and Wrist spinner, and we have got Shahzada Farhan. So if you look at our overseas, they are quite good and they are in good shape.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Mira Sahab, aaiye. Let's have a chat. What do you make of the decision, first of all, and how many runs do you think will be enough for you to tease them?
I think it was an excellent wicket, and I think it looks like it's fresh. And yes, I hope that 180, very good score in this condition. But still, we are confident we can get it.
Asked about the overseas talent of your opponent. Your own overseas talent is pretty impressive also. You've got Saima, you've got Moeen Ali, 2 very, very talented all-rounders.
Yeah, definitely. We got 4 overseas players. Saimus there, and also Harjatullah Jajai and Amir and also the Harry Brooks in the young star and they play in the county league. So yes, we are confident and hope everybody excited about this BPL and get perform well in this tournament.
Always is comforting to play your first game in front of the home audience. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, definitely. Yes, we are momentum is there because we are playing the home ground and the crowd is there. Yes, everybody supporting us because we are playing the home ground. So yes, everybody supporting us.
Have a good one.
Thank you very much.
Right then, Rajshahi have won the toss and elected to bowl.
Well, no surprises there, as discussed here, that Rajshahi has won the toss and they have decided to field first. This is what the discussion was here before we went to the toss as well. Athar, that fielding first might be a good option, but also looking at how this team is shaping up with Rajshahi. They've got a few foreign players that have done really well recently, have been in great form. How do you look at their lineup?
I think it's important for each and every team to realize, even though you do get to pick up 4, or you have option for picking up maximum of 4 overseas players, but also important that the players from Bangladesh itself putting their hands up, because it's a good mix of young and experienced players in both the teams. And if you look at the combination, you will see that yes, with Nazmul and Shanto, the left-hander, who might have to open or maybe bat 3 or 4, will probably be guiding his team to the right direction. it's always been the combination of overseas and local players, because you really don't want, as a team, to rely too much on overseas players. I know they play a big part, but I think it's important that the Bangladesh players will go out and play some positive cricket also.
Absolutely, that you know, it's important to be positive, like Athar said, in terms of these conditions. But Sahibzada Farhan is also part of the team. He did mention that he's playing in today. He's been in great form, Waqar. We've seen him, you know, do really well in the Asia Cup, and he's somebody who can really give them a good start.
Yeah, that's what you want. You want, you know, your top three at least, to one of them to just, you know, carry the ship. And I think Sahibzada is one of those batters. If he gets going, he will score quickly, and he will put bowlers under pressure. So that's a good signing also, first of all, for Rajshahi. And sending him up the order with Hussain Tallat, Mohammad Nawaz. They've got options of Pakistani players. They've got 4 options of Pakistani players to play. So I feel that, you know, when you have someone like Sahibzada, it is a big bonus.
How important is the power play? We've seen that now in T20 leagues around the world, and generally in T20s. Those first 6 overs, Athar, have sort of determined the course of the match at times. I mean, how important is that going to be in today's game, the first 6 overs?
I think you can, I mean, if you look at in the last couple of years, it's a make or break situation for the teams, because you can really set it up if you don't lose early wickets, and in that 6 overs, you score like what, 40, 50 maybe, with a maximum of losing 1 wicket. But you can also go horribly wrong if they lose early wickets, because in that power play, the batters are trying to take advantage of the fielding restrictions. They want to go over the top, and they can hit boundaries, pick up boundaries, but if they don't hit it cleanly, you might get yourself in trouble by getting out. I mean, that is the catch-22 situation where they might find themselves in. But yes, first 6 overs, very crucial.
Absolutely, and for bowlers as well, Waqar, those first 6 overs, if you're able to pick up those wickets, I mean, how do you look at that as a phase of the game, the first 6 overs?
Look, I always hear this talking about batters, how they should play in 6 overs, you know, how, you know, runs required, and always batters. And I honestly feel, you know, why not bowler? Why don't we talk about the bowlers, what they're going to do in the power play? I think you got to bring your best bowlers up front and try to pick up wickets. So we've seen if teams picking 2 to 3 wickets in the power play, you are always putting other team under pressure. Then that, you know, big total what we talk about, which Athar also mentioned, that this ground has 5 double centuries been scored on this pitch. So then that comes down. That maybe comes down to 170, 160, who knows. So I think bowling options got to be spot on and try to pick up early wicket.
Try to pick up early wickets. Let's find out if the pitch is going to be supportive for the fast bowlers and the spinners out there. It's time to head over to Parvez Maharouf for the pitch report.
Thank you, Zainab. Pitch is looking fantastic. And I got Bindo Fernando with me taking up the run-up. You must be licking your lips looking at the pitch.
Yeah, there's a bit of grass on the deck, so hopefully it'll bounce a little bit than the practice nets.
I hope you go well. Good luck. Right, how about the pitch? It's looking fantastic, Zainab, as we spoke about. Sylhet usually produces good pitches. Even grass covering underneath is quite dry. That's something that we got to look into. Maybe some turn for the wrist spinners, but finger spinners, I don't think they'll get any purchase out of this. And the batsman is just a matter of getting himself in. Short boundary straight down the ground. Try and get 170, 180. Now, Rajshahi Warriors, they won the toss. They are chasing down. I think that's the right option. New tournament, make sure you try and get to the opposition, something about 170, and fancy your chances chasing down. Overall, fantastic pitch. Looking for a high scoring here.
Overall, it is a fantastic pitch, and we are looking for a high-scoring ground. You spoke about how, they're trying to change the nature of the pitches and how it's become better for batting. I mean, what are we looking at then in terms of scores here, in terms of whatever we've seen of the pitch?
Well, teams batting first today will be eyeing to get a good start, and we spoke about the power play. You don't want to lose early wickets. Once you cross that 6 overs period, then you're thinking about going across and scoring maybe 170, 180 even, with wickets in hand. It just looks a very good surface for batting. I'm sure this will be very good for the batters to play a few shots, but also a challenge for the bowlers, because when you see the bowlers given too much room on either side of the wicket, then allowing the batters to free their arms. I think key to bowl stump to stump and ensure that it gets a little bit difficult for the batters to play big shots early in the innings. Once the batter gets set, it gets easier to bat on this surface.
Well, Sylhet definitely will be looking for that 180, 190 mark to really get those runs on the board up first. Just in terms of their preparations and how they've been shaping up, let's find out and hear from the team in terms of how their journey's been.
Good to be back in Sylhet because I live in London these days. So good to be back in Sylhet, and working with the Sylhet Titan is more happiness as well.
It's good, to be honest, and if we talk about our team combination, it's very good. Moeen Ali will join us later, and 𝗃𝗧𝗏. And I think overall, I think we have a good bowling strength. I always believe if you have a good bowling attack in T20, so you have a chances to succeed in the tournament.
আমি আমার নিজের বিভাগের হয়ে খেলতে পারতেছি, সিলেট টিমের হয়ে খেলতে পারতেছি, আমি খুব এক্সাইটেড আছি।
Everyone's been very hospitable, made me feel very welcome.
We have really good preparation this year because we came in Sylhet, I mean in a week, last week, and we had really good training session here because we are here only teams. First 3 days, we used all the facilities. We had a really good preparation this year.
হোম গ্রাউন্ড আর এভার গ্রাউন্ড এটা আমি এতটা ফিল করি না, এটা যত ফিল করবো তত নিজের উপর দিয়ে প্রেশার আসবে। আমি আমার খেলাটাকে এনজয় করি, ওইখানেই আমার বেস্ট এফোর্টটা দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করি।
Because of his stats, because of his performances in international cricket, and I think probably the best white ball spinner in the country at the moment, and we are lucky we have Nasser this year.
They've selected me to come in and bring an impetus to the side. Hopefully I can bring my talent, which will help win games, but also I'm willing to learn a lot from playing in different conditions and learning from different coaches.
It's different feelings because I grew up in Sylhet, played for Sylhet, but never worked in Sylhet. So a bit of emotional thing as well. So hopefully we will really do better this year and do something for the Sylhet because we did well for last few seasons for the Sylhet in BPL. So hopefully we'll have a really good year this year.
দেখেন, একটা দল শক্তিশালী হওয়ার থেকে প্রয়োজন হচ্ছে টিমের বন্ডিংটা। আলহামদুলিল্লাহ আমাদের টিমের একতাটা খুব ভালো আছে, সবাই সবার প্রতি খুব কেয়ারফুল আছে এবং সবাই সবার প্রতি সাপোর্টেড আছে। এই দিক দিয়ে আমি মনে করি আমরা অনেক শক্তিশালী অবস্থায় আছি।
All right, you heard from the Sylhet Titans there, and the teams are up. Sylhet Titans, remember, they will be batting first. Just in terms of their team then, you've got the overseas, but who are the players to watch out for from Bangladesh, Athar?
Sylhet definitely batting first, so they'll be looking at Ronnie Talukdar, who will be opening the batting. You see Siam right at top of the order, then those overseas players. But watch out for 𝗵𝗺𝗏 Hussain Iman, the left-hander, the explosive left-hander. I think he might just open the batting. There is Afif Hussain and Madison Miraj to handle things if it goes wrong earlier on. It's strong batting lineup, and they need to come up good, especially with the bat.
Quick thoughts on Rajshahi then, Waqar. Who are your players to watch out for in this one?
First of all, I think Sahibzada Farhan, we touched upon him, that he is one who can really give them a good start. And then Tanzid Hassan Tamim also, a very fine batter. Shantu will come at 3, Yasir Ali, then the most experienced cricketer around, Mushfiqur Rahim, will be batting probably 5 or 6. And then Nawaz, the left arm spin, as well as he can bat at any number, so he will be coming at 6 or 7. And then the bowlers. I'm really looking closely to watch Sandeep Lamishane, because he is one of those bowlers who can really bowl in the middle overs and can really trouble the batters. And of course, then also Fernando also there from Sri Lanka. He's another fine pace bowler.
Just in terms of quick thoughts, because we are now heading towards the actual live match as well. Totals, you said 180 is what they're looking at. What about you, Waqar? If you talk about from a Sylhet Titans perspective, what do you think they'd be comfortable with?
Look, winning total in the past has been what, 178? that is sort of a score where you feel more comfortable. But I feel anything around 170, 165, 170, I think will give you a good chance.
All right then, we are going to take a short break, and when we do come back, we'll be here with the live pictures.